now what I want to do is, so, at MetroCon, which is one of the major conventions that I go to, every year, it's the one that I got the awards for the costume contest for. Now, there's a big LARP group, I forgot what they're called, but, they go there every year, and they rent out, you know the panel rooms, like when you go to a convention, they have panel rooms. Some panel rooms are like single room, and others are double, which are obviously the bigger rooms. So they rent out one of the double rooms. It's like the same room every year. And what they do is they host a live dungeon crawl, like 5 times a day. And you have to register. You have to register because so many people want to do it. You have to actually register and go during your time slot. And you can come at the time because sometimes there's no call, no shows. So if nobody shows up, you can take their spot and slip in. So I did that once. Most of the time I was not able to get in. Last year I couldn't go because not only was I in the costume contest, but I actually really fucked up my shoulder. I was already dying in the damn bear costume with my fucked up shoulder. I was, at that time, I was working in a workshop, aluminum welding. At the time, I wasn't aluminum welding that day, I was, drill pressing, and my glove got caught in the drill press, so it pulled my arm. My hand was okay, even though it got pulled in, but it pulled my shoulder, and it was fucked up for like a week or two. And it was like a couple days beforehand, so it was really fucked up during the convention. Anyway, so I didn't go this year, but when I did go one time, when I was actually able to get in, so what you do is you sign up, and when you go during your time slot, it'll be you and like maybe 20 people. They'll then ask you what class do you want to play, tank, or no, it's not tank. It's like warrior, mage, healer, and rogue. So you get to pick that. I picked mage because there was too many people going warrior and rogue. So I picked mage. Plus, if you're mage, you're one of the only people who gets to hold a torch, and that's gonna come important later. Just hold on a second. So then when everyone's gathered up and they're getting ready to start, now when you first walk into the room, it's the lights are on. And every time you go in, so every time you go in, what it is, it's a big labyrinth, a maze that they build in this room with huge, like, 10-foot walls, so you can't see over it. And they all look like stone wall. At first the light is on. Now all you can see is the entrance to the dungeon. And every time you go in, so every time they host a new session, they switch it up. So the layout and the monsters and everything are always different. So it's always different every time you go. Let's see. Okay, so while I head back, let me continue my story. So I was in the room, and all you see is a gate. The gate is not facing us, it's kind of off to the side, and out front is an old woman, and everyone here is, you know, dressed up. It's a LARP thing, right? So she's dressed up in a robe. And was it an old woman or an old man? I don't remember. I think it was an old woman. Yeah, I think so. And she is, you know, like this, you know, huddled around her robe. And it's not game time yet. So we're all gathering, and they give us all a paper with spells that we can use, how much HP our class would have, mana, etc. Mages, which we got little, like, you know, like little sandbags that you, like a hacky sack bag. We got a little red pouches of sand that we can use as our fireball, and we got torches. So they're like little flat little battery powered torches. So then everyone's like, "All right, game on, game on!" And the light shuts off. And when I say it's dark, it is pitch black dark. And literally, the torches on the wall and the torches that the mages hold are the only light source you have. And another light source that I'll get to in a second. So it's like, all right, now we gotta do our quest. So we all gather up to the old lady. And I was kind of in the back, so I didn't hear exactly what she said. But she said something along the lines of, like, "Oh, my husband was captured by monsters and he was dragged inside. Can you please save him? Something along those lines, right? And it was so funny. This guy who's so into it, he's like, don't worry, man. We will save your husband. Everyone, let's go. And he was like he was like the self-proclaimed leader. And he's rushing into the dungeon and the trellis of the gate goes up. And we all kind of go in. Now, it's about like maybe a 3 to 4 foot wide hallway. And we're walking in slowly. We're like, all right, and we're checking around each corner. Because, again, it's a maze. So we're checking around each corner into every room. And then, here comes the enemies. And the enemies are wearing, like, these, like, it's like a headgear that, it's like a headgear. I don't exactly remember what it looks like, but it makes it so their, eyes glow blue. And some of them were, like, green and pink and all that. Or not pink, but, like, red. But it was mostly blue. And that's the other light source. So, they all start coming at us. And we're like, oh shit, fireball! And this other guy, 10 damage, 10 damage! So he's swinging his freaking, pool noodle swords. By the way, I have swords like that. I used to do a thing that was kind of like LARP without the LARP. It was just sword fighting aspect, not the LARP. So I have a lot of those swords in my garage right now. Anyway, so they're swinging these swords, 10 damage, 10 damage! And, we're going through, and as the enemies start to drop, they take a kneel, and then they would put their hands over their head to show that they're done, and they would walk off backstage. They were the only ones who were allowed to go, like, outside of the labyrinth for, you know, their NPC reasons. And, I think it was up here. And when they did that, after so much time, they would respawn. And they respawned behind us. And we're like, oh shit, they're behind us! And then from that one hallway that we originally looked, they came in through the hallway and split our group. And all of our people start going down, and we're like, oh no, oh shit! Let's go to the wolf cave again. So, our people are going down, but we managed to win, and then our healers, bring everybody back up. There was no death in this, because, you know, it's just a quick, fun event. There's no actual LARP or D&D death. Oh. I guess he's not attacking me. So, we make our way through the maze. Now, this was the best part. Can you link me your TikTok, dude? Just, type in Malonze Productions. Literally everything I have is under my name. So, the best part was in the middle. So, we're in the middle of this dungeon. And I think the wolf cave was down here, right? Yeah. And we, peek around the corner of this hallway to see a big black open room with, lines, like tape, like this, to indicate that it's a bridge over a gorge. Or some sort of pit, right? And you can't see for shit on either side of the room. Just this bridge. And we're like, oh no. This is bad. Oh no. And I'm up front with the other, like the so-called leader and like 2 or 3 other people. Everyone else is behind us, keeping the zombies from sneaking up behind us. And one guy's like, alright, I know we're gonna get ambushed in this room because this is an ambush room. So, what I'm gonna do is, I have a spell. He was, I think, a healer, this guy. He was a healer. He's like, I have a light spell that I can fear undead with. So I'm gonna run in and cast my, my AoE fear, and we'll see what happens. I'm like, okay, go, go, go. So he runs in, and to cast a spell, he has to say the whole spell. That's part of the game. So he goes in, by the light of, you know, whatever the fuck he's saying, right? All of a sudden, blue lights turn on either side, and all you hear is, banshees sweep the bridge like this. They literally sweep the bridge and take him down. He drops. And we're like, oh shit, he's dead. And we're like, oh no. And then as they reach to the other side, their lights turn off. And we're like, oh no. And these girls, they actually looked like banshees. They had like the white, blue, luminescent gown and everything. But, we're like, oh shit. So we're like, okay, I think what we have to do is all run at the same time. They can't kill us all. So, oh shit. So that's what we did. We all ran at the same time. And again, and they're sweeping the bridge. They took down a couple of us, and then as we all passed the bridge, they all started using their ranged ability. Ice Bolt! Ice Bolt! And they're throwing blue hacky sacks at us. And a couple of us were taking damage, but we were healing at the same time. Let's go this way and see if we can find him first. So the end of the story is, so after that part, it was a few more rooms that we had to go through, and then we got to the end, right? But there was a gate, and there was a guy on the other side of the gate saying, "Do you have the key?" And we're like, "Key? Oh shit! Who's got the key?" No one did. So we had to backtrack a little bit. Luckily we didn't have to go back over the Banshee Bridge, but we my friend, Faith, she actually found the key in a nearby room, in a chest. So she found the key, so we went back to that gate, and we all went in, and that's where the boss was. So the boss room was an altar of, were they necromancers? Yeah, I think they were necromancers, and the guy we were supposed to save was about to be sacrificed. So it was a big boss battle, and he was able to summon in zombies, and he also had a couple of acolytes that we had to kill too. So that was a badass, like, final battle too.